This camera I'm using now has a Zeiss lens, which is extremely good. And I think I don't know how to describe it, man. Like, but when I look at the footage of this compared to a phone video or a DJI video, it it looks like you can see the depth between things in the foreground and the background. Whereas, I mean, obviously you can see the things, but like the image just looks very flat on those. I can't really describe why. It just, for me, it just looks quite flat. And I prefer the look of this. But I don't really know how else to describe it. You know what I mean? I mean, I guess you probably don't know what I mean, because I'm super pedantic about it all, but no delivery bikes, cameras monitoring. Oh shit, cameras monitoring. You better walk then. You don't want to get monitored. Osmo 5 Pro is very good. Depth of field. Do you think it's depth of field though? I don't think it is, Cat. Also, hello. I think it's no, because like you can still see like the. I don't think it's depth of field because depth of field means the focus, right? Depth of field means like you'd be able to see this in focus, but then the things in the distance out of focus. And those cameras are not like that. Those cameras, you can still see everything in focus. It's something, I don't know, I don't really know what it is. It's something to do with the light going into the lens. And because it's a bigger lens, I think it's just better. Bigger is better. That's the thing, better quality of your streams. Also watch iPhone 17 Pro's RLs and differences barely recognizable exactly. I think that iPhone 17 Pro is the closest to the X3000, but you just can't cycle with it, so for me it's not an option. I'm not going to try and read that, Cat. La Feli Padre. No, I'm not. Happy St. Patrick's Day. How degen do you think St. Patrick's Day will be in London? You're going to find out, aren't you? You're going to find out with T Canook. Not with me, though. I'm not going to get a shit face. Not today. I'm going to have a few, probably. Which means I might get a little bit, you know, a little bit happy, but I'm not going to get shit faced. You do not know what I mean. Maybe it's something about the blacks as well, like the dark areas in the video. I don't know. Basically I just think those images just look a little bit washed out. I can't really describe it. It's really hard to describe because when you compare side by side, like the DJIs are like super high clarity. Like you can see the details and everything. Like the sensors are really good, right? Because they're new sensors. This is the downside to this camera, is the sensor's old. That's why I want to upgrade the sensor in this camera, because it would just be way better. But Augustina, maybe actually I could have an Augustina. It's like only in bottle here though. I kind of want a draft. He's going to Soho. Oh, he's going to have a great time. But is he staying, or is he going to get the train? Is he going to get the train home after? If he's staying, oh man, oh boy, good luck to him. It gets crazy. Even on a Tuesday, St. Patrick's Day gets crazy. DJI tends to make bushes and trees look very muddy. Yeah, it's just not. I'm not trying to shit on it. I think they're good cameras. Especially the Pocket 3 is an exceptionally good camera. But it's not the image quality I'm looking for, personally. And if the iPhone had amazing stabilization, I'd stick an iPhone 17 Pro on my chest in a heartbeat, because the quality of that image is unbelievable for what it is. It's unbelievable. Like iPhone 17 Pro is just crazy. The quality is so good. The phone cameras do tons of stuff in software as well, yeah. I think it's something about the optical stabilization as well. I don't know. All of these action cameras nowadays, like the Osmo 4, Osmo 5, Osmo 6, blah, blah, all of that, they all use software stabilization rather than hardware stabilization. And I think that the hardware stabilization makes for a more realistic video shot, you know? I don't know. I don't really know. I'm not an expert in cameras and images and stuff, but I just like the look of this better. Usually because it's not in log film format. Yeah, so I've noticed that some people using this camera to stream are just having it on the natural. So what they do is I'm not going to say who does it, but I think I know who does it. I'm not going to name names, but I think there's streamers who, so there's like there's color profiles on this camera, right? And there's a vivid profile and a natural profile. The natural is the log-based format, which is like the Sony, like just what you shoot. If you're shooting something professional, you want to shoot on natural. You don't want any like color scheme added to it during, like inside the camera. You just want it flat, like best quality out. And in doing so, they apply a color filter afterwards, or maybe even on the encoder itself, because I think if you're doing it before you transmit it over network, you're going to get better quality, or OBS or whatever. It's not going to be as good if you do it on OBS. And then the other benefit to doing that is that you get more clarity in the dark spots for the thingamajig, for the natural. So the natural color profile, for example, if we were looking at this so I'm using like the inbuilt vivid profile on this camera. If I was using the natural profile, I don't know if you can see those leaves in the back, like by that wall there. Basically the darks, you'd see more detail in the shadows if you're using the natural profile. So at night, therefore, it means at night, in night scenes, this camera does better if you use the natural profile and then apply like a gamut, whatever, log 2 Sony profile, color profile, whatever they're called, I don't even know. I think there's a few streamers that do that. I think there's a few, but for me it's not worth it. Firstly, because I'm not really streaming that much at night anymore, and secondly, because I'm too lazy to work out how to do it. Which camera? It's the Sony FDR X3000. It's not that uncanny valley perfect still shot. I think the uncanny valley perfect still shot comes from people using gimbals though. That uncanny valley, like super still, like not moving, like not even bobbing up and down. That's like a drone. It's like a drone shot basically. Yeah. That's from using a gimbal, I think. And there's just, I don't have anything against that. I actually like watching those gimbal phone streams because it gives you more chance to like see the detail of what's going on. Whereas with me, like walking around like this, like I'm just waddling like a fucking fat lobster, and like the camera's wanging around, and like it's just not that. It's not that pleasing. Let's say it's not that pleasing on the eye. But I think those gimbal phone streams, like, you can really get lost in just watching the details because there's none of that walking like a flipping chicken. More dynamic range, yeah, exactly. So the natural color scheme has more dynamic range, yeah. Need every shade you can get with English streams of grey. Huh? Huh? Attach a gimbal. I've thought about using the Pocket 3 and attaching the Pocket 3 to my test because it's got an inbuilt gimbal. Like, it's got a very small, tiny little inbuilt gimbal. I don't know where this is. I don't think I can go in here. Am I allowed through here? I don't think I'm allowed. Children's, yeah. And it's like a children's charity. I'm not going to just fucking walk through some children's charity thing. But, yeah, but the thing with the Pocket 3 is it's not waterproof, because Kurt's used it, but he doesn't want to use it, because he uses it when it's not raining, and it's amazing. Like, the quality is unbelievable. But when it rains, you're fucked, because it's not waterproof at all, so, yeah. If the Pocket 3 was waterproof, I think that would be the go-to camera, to be honest. I genuinely think that would be the go-to camera for streamers. It's the best. It's just not waterproof. It is the best. Doesn't it have a case? I'm not sure. You know what it looks like? It's like a little bubble with a tiny little inbuilt gimbal, like a physical gimbal. I don't know how a case would work on that. Unless you have like like a box going all the way around it. But then you're going to have the light going through that box, and you get lots of weird reflections and stuff. So yeah, I don't know. It should have a case. I don't think it has a waterproof case. I don't see how that would work physically. Oh, I need to eat something. I've not been thinking about what we're doing. I've just been walking and talking. Shall we go to Fortitude Bakery? That's a nice bakery. It's expensive though. Herp derp. I could have slim chickens for breakfast. Ooh. I need more fiber in my diet. Slim chickens has 0 fiber. Now I'm not having caffeine or coffee. I need more fiber. You can get an ND filter to improve the quality of what camera? Of this one. The problem with the ND filters is at night, like when it's dark, the whole point is that they disallow light into the camera, so it just makes the image quality worse at night. Mine, yeah. I would never use it because when it's dark, I want as much light as possible. But I do like the look of the ND filters on things. Like, it allows for motion blur, which this camera doesn't really have when you're cycling. So it looks like when it's got motion blur, it looks like you're going faster than you really are, which is nice because I don't cycle that fast. Yeah, so that's been my tech talk. That's been my TED talk. Thank you for listening. And we're going to resume the non-tent now. I mean, it is what it is. Slip-on filter holder. Slip-on filter holder. Yeah, but it's not going to be waterproof, is it? Yeah. It's difficult to make it waterproof, I think. The only problem with applying a LUT color scheme after you've transmitted the video is that there's a lot of losses in the compression, even if you bypass the encoder limit, which is Bellabox, for example, is 12K. You can bypass that to like 15, 18K, apparently, allegedly, and even then, I don't think it's. Oh, why am I bleeding? My thumb's bleeding. Have you ever had that when you just like randomly notice like a cut on your finger and you have no idea where it's come from? Most modern tech is water resistant, I know, but this one's not. This camera is from 2014, I think, and it's not water resistant. Ciabella. Ciabella. Damn, there's a Redemption Roasters here as well. Redemption Roasters everywhere now. Damn, they're popping up everywhere. It's good coffee. I wish I was drinking coffee. I'd get a coffee right now if I was. I do notice the benefit of not having caffeine though. I'm really, really noticing it. My anxiety is definitely lower than it was. Definitely. Absolutely lower. Am I okay? I'm okay. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I've got my green socks on, don't I? Got my little green sockies. Use the blackberry in the rain. Can I have my BlackBerry back, please? I always think of Peep Show when someone mentions BlackBerry. Can I have my BlackBerry back, please? Ay, ay, ay. These fucking cyclists, man. These flipping cyclists, bro. Do I feel exhausted in the morning without caffeine? Not really, you know. Not really. It's different. I would say I don't feel as pepped, obviously. But I don't feel like... I just feel like more even keeled, I guess. Like my energy level doesn't spike and then drop immediately, as it does with caffeine. Yeah, I wouldn't say I feel exhausted. No, that's what caffeine does. Caffeine blocks your adenosine receptors, and then when you have it, you don't sleep as well. So that's why you feel more tired in the morning. That's why you need the coffee to wake you up. So it's like a vicious cycle. The same with alcohol. Alcohol, for me, and many others, causes the problems it treats. Like, it makes you feel down, it makes you sad, it makes you tired, it makes you like unsociable. But then it also treats all of those problems as well. Like, it makes you happy, it makes you sociable, it makes you energetic. So it's like these drugs, these widely consumed drugs, they just, honestly, they really just cause the problems that they solve. So it just produces a vicious cycle of addiction. But then again, I'm never going to give up caffeine or alcohol completely, because I believe complete abstinence is not the solution for me. I've tried that and it doesn't work for me. And I do enjoy coffee, and I do enjoy a beer now and again. So I'm not going to give it up completely. I'm just going to hopefully have it very occasionally now. I just need to find the same kind of balance in my streaming. Just stream once a month or something. That'll be fine. You're considering removing caffeine because your anxiety is very high. I also think THC is bad for anxiety. I think, yeah. I think it's good and bad at the same time. Like, yeah, I've reassessed my kind of relationship with all of these things recently. Low caffeine coffee, yeah, and there's no point in it. Same with beer. I mean, non-alcoholic beer is fine now and again, I guess. Refreshing in a way. Minimal THC equals good. I'm inclined to agree. Like, I remember when I was in Thailand, and this was years and years ago, before it was legal, and there was a guy I was with there, and he was like, we had it, and he was like, yeah, just do it like a tiny little bit once in a while, because then you feel the effects more. And at the time I was like, yeah, you're an idiot. Let's get super blazed. But he was right in hindsight. Like, I think you really appreciate it when you have it. Like, same with coffee, same with alcohol. Like, I know that when I drink very, very, very occasionally, I enjoy that drink a million times more than if I didn't, if I had it often, you know. Why didn't that lorry just indicate before? Stupid, man. Stupid. I don't think THC is bad though, but I think it can exacerbate anxiety in some individuals. I think for me, caffeine was the one which was my problem though. I noticed when I drank caffeine, my anxiety was elevated significantly. Like across the board, like just my overall anxiety level was just higher, you know. Maybe just try cutting back 231. I don't know. I don't really know what to say. Caffeine's a weird one because even like one coffee a day will increase your anxiety. Well, for me it did. I can't speak for everyone, but for me, even when I went down to one coffee a day, it was still bad. And I cut it down to 0, and now it's significantly improved. So, but I miss it. I do miss coffee. I miss my mocha pot in the morning. I miss my nice bougie coffees out from these nice cafes here. It's hard. You don't want type 2 diabetes, but you want Coca-Cola. Coke once a month original. Yeah, the original is way better. I don't understand why people drink Diet Coke and Coke Zero. Like, I get you don't want the sugar, but the sugar one tastes better. More sugar, more better. You know. You can mainline coffee all day and make no difference. I could not. Hey, winning bikini. You drink 2 a day. Cut 2 coffees a day. No. I was on 2 coffees a day for a long time, but I noticed my anxiety. I think it changed you. I think caffeine changes you as a person, to be honest. I'm not saying caffeine is like evil, or it's like the worst thing ever, but it's a stimulant, right? Caffeine is in plants. Nature designed caffeine in plants as a natural pesticide, so the insects would eat the plant and die because the caffeine would kill them. But because we're way bigger than insects, it doesn't kill us. It just stimulates us. So when you think of it like that, it's kind of weird, isn't it? Stimulate this. Okay, dude.